entertainment reporter for this station?
Flog.
And you
My fault. I know that. That was my fault. My mistake. You know what?
We don't all look alike.
Flog, you're exactly
We may be
right.
all black and famous,
You
but
are
we all don't look
guilty.
alike.
You come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit.
Hey,
with that
come
comment.
on.
Nah, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit.
You know, we're doing live TV.
I'm not saying it about you. The internet said these things.
Would you? I think this guy right here would assault French Montana.
But
Thank you for coming in.
In a world where the press has a major role in showing the lives of celebrities, there are few instances when interviews go from good to awful with a celebrity and interviewer leaving everyone shocked. Let's straight get into it. Samuel L. Jackson's interview mishap is a perfect example of how missteps can turn a simple conversation into a viral moment. When an entertainment reporter confused Jackson with Lawrence Fishburne during a live interview, Jackson didn't hold back.
Why was it enforcement? What did he do? Did he punch you?
He didn't want to talk about the issue, and he got pretty annoyed about it. And you share a similar view to him from the interviews that I've read, and that you've said you don't think there's any link between movie violence and video games and real life gun crime. Is that what you think, and if so, why?
Well, I actually grew up playing with guns. I mean, we had toy guns. We had toy guns. If Christmas was not Christmas, if I didn't get a new toy gun, a cat pistol or something. And we shot at each other. We chased each other with these guns. We did all this stuff. And none of my friends ever shot anybody. We also had real guns in my house. And I shot those too, in the woods or at cans or at birds or whatever. And we still never turned those guns on each other. We understood what guns did to a human being, or what gun violence actually was. We understood it.
The moment began with an innocent question about a Super Bowl commercial. However, it quickly went off the rails when the reporter mixed up the two iconic actors.
Did you get a lot of reaction to that Super Bowl commercial?
What Super Bowl commercial?
Oh, you know what? I've admit my mistake.
See, you're as crazy as the people on Twitter.
Right.
I'm not Lawrence Fishburne.
That's my fault. I know that. That was my fault. My mistake. You know what?
We don't all look alike.
Flog, you're
We may
exactly
be all
right.
black and famous,
You
but
are
we all don't look
guilty.
alike.
I am guilty.
Next question.
I am guilty.
He thought you were Bob Dylan.
Jackson's reaction was sharp but laced with humor. What Super Bowl commercial? He asked, clearly baffled. Once the reporter realized his mistake, Jackson pounced. I'm not Lawrence Fishburne. We don't all look alike, he fired back. The actor didn't just correct the reporter. He made it a teaching moment. It was clear he wasn't going to let this slip-up slide without addressing the underlying issue. The exchange didn't only show Jackson's quick wit, but also his frustration with being mistaken for another black actor.
Let's talk about.
That must be a very short line for your job
I'll
outside
say.
there.
No, it probably would not be hard to get another person to sit right here. Let's talk about RoboCop.
Oh, hell no.
Watch Jackson's response on this.
A very short line for your job
I'll
outside
say.
there.
No, it probably would not be hard to get another person to sit right here. Let's talk about RoboCop.
Oh, hell no. Really? Really?
I apologize.
I'm the other guy. I'm the other guy. The other one. What's in your wallet?
Right. That's it.
I'm
That's exactly right.
There's more than one black guy doing a commercial.
There it is. No question about that.
I'm the what's in your wallet black guy.
Okay.
He's the car black guy.
There it is.
Morgan Freeman is the other credit card black guy. You only hear his voice though, so you probably won't confuse him with Lawrence Fishburne.
You're 100% right. To RoboCop,
there's a heavyweight black guy that's like putting cash down in the seats in a baseball stadium, but he's also the black guy that turns off the house, the water, and the lights when his kid tells him the house is cool. Right. I'm not that guy.
As the reporter scrambled to recover, Jackson pressed on, questioning the man's qualifications. You're the entertainment reporter for this thing? And you don't know the difference? He asked pointedly. Jackson's words weren't just about the mistake. They called out a broader pattern of laziness in recognizing black talent, which is very offensive.
Interview in New York almost 20 years ago, and a woman from Texas came up and interrupted the interview. And I don't mean to bother you, but can I have your autograph, Mr. Jackson? And so I gave her, I wrote, blah, 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 Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
And so Sam and I have this running gag about it, and, it's like, you know, once upon a time, people used to confuse Al Pacino and Dustin Hoffman. It's not a bad problem to have.
Not at all.
No.
Well, listen, man, Sam Jackson, for a lot of people, he's a great actor in a lot of movies, but of course, Pulp Fiction. But
Oh, my God. There you go. Come on, man. What the hell is your problem, buddy? All right.
Well, Smith is known for being funny and easygoing. But something unusual happened on the Moscow red carpet for Men in Black 3. A Ukrainian reporter got way too close, going in for a kiss on both cheeks. But that wasn't all. The reporter tried to kiss Will on the lips. Will's response? He pushed the reporter back and gave him a quick slap. It wasn't an angry outburst. It was more like, "Are you kidding me?" The whole thing was caught on camera and spread online fast, starting conversations about personal space and respect.
What happened on the red carpet in Moscow? Did you have any idea?
That man, you know, he tried to, you know, he asked me for a hug, so I give him, you know, a hug, and then he went and, you know, tried to kiss my mouth, you know, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that. So, you know, I just asked him to politely, like a clack-cow, back up.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. And he's done those kind of things. And,
yeah, you know, that's his, you know, apparently that he does that, and just, you know, he probably shouldn't do it to me.
No, I don't think you have to worry about that on the red carpet.
I mean, if you want to do it, that's different.
You see,
you know, if you want to do
somehow, that's why I said
you know, people, you know, then if you wanted to do it, doesn't. You know, it's a little different. It's a little different.
Yeah, I like Jada too much. She'll take her earrings off and come after me. So.
Footage someplace, and there's a guy, and you beat up a guy that was trying to hug you. Or
I didn't beat up a guy.
You hoofed him.
No.
What was the guy? Where were you first of all?
I was in Moscow, and we're doing the.
What was the guy doing?
We're doing an interview,
right? Yeah.
And he says, "Man, you know, like, you know, he's a reporter, and he says, I'm your biggest fan. Can I have a hug, please?" Right. So I go to give this joker a hug, and he like tries to lean in to like kiss me.
Yeah.
You know, and
Later, on The Late Show with David Letterman, Will explained what happened.
It's just awkward, Dave.
I can see where it would be.
Yeah.
But what kind of a journalist? Oh, here's my thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm Dan Rather. I'm going to see if I can't kiss people.
Yeah, you know.
But what is that?
I don't know. That's what they were saying. They were like, "Oh no, we're sorry. You know, it's just his shtick. You know." And I said, "Well, that's why his ass got stuck."
Yeah.
You know?
The reporter, it turned out, had a habit of pulling stunts like this. They told me after, "Oh no, that's just his thing," Will said, laughing in disbelief. And I was like, well, this is my thing. The slap wasn't about losing his cool. It was about making it clear that there's a limit. Will pointed out the fact that he likes interacting with fans and reporters, but this was just different. It was just weird, Will said. I mean, who does that? Rihanna, the famous singer and actress, is known for her calm and discreet nature. Her popularity has made her a powerful voice and influence to many, but some mistake this as weakness and try to cross the line with her. But she knows how to deal with people like that.
ITN. Rihanna, this is a question for you. I have no doubt that all of your fans will be coming to see this film. You know, you have so many, and you're so good at connecting with people that I think that we actually feel that we know you. Things are clearly going brilliantly in your career. I just wondered if you are as happy in your private life, and will we be seeing a certain Mr. Ashton Kutcher perhaps making a trip over here?
Wow, how disappointing was that question?
Should we move on to another one?
Absolutely.
I think that
In April 2012, in a TV interview, she was asked by an interviewer about her private life. The interviewer clearly said, "With all your achievements, you are happy. But I want to know about your private life. Are you happy there?" Now everybody knows that this interviewer was pointing to the fact she was single and her breakup. This question was specifically targeted to rumors linking her to Ashton Kutcher and her past relationship with Chris Brown.
What do you like about the story?
What do I like about the story? I like the chance to portray a character that's going outside of the box, that's exploring something that a lot of people are
Clearly upset, Rihanna answered her saying, "How shameful is that question?" pointing out that she saw the woman's tactics and was quite irritated. She further said, "I am single and happy if that is what you want to know." This clearly shows how far interviewers will go to learn about your private life, and even though the interviewer in question looked like she sincerely cared, we all know that the media doesn't care.
All right, welcome back. Many of you probably know that Mike Tyson, the former heavyweight champion, is in town, and he met up with Mayor Rob Ford. Well, he joins us right now with his promoter, Alex. Thanks for joining us, both of you. I'll start with yourself. Many are wondering, how did that happen, this meeting with the mayor?
I have no idea.
It's my fault again.
No, at the end of the day, he is the mayor of the city. Mike Tyson is here to promote the first ever performance in Canada. And when I had Sugar Ray Leonard come to Montreal to launch the book, we went to the mayor's office. We're here, it's an habit. We go see the mayor.
And this is the first time probably in the history of Toronto where the mayor is bigger than the whole city. You know, he's the biggest celebrity than anybody in the city. Everybody wants to see the mayor. And he's a really dynamic character.
Right, so you read up on him, you sort of would follow him?
No, I didn't read up on him. I watched him on television.
Right.
You know what I mean? In the States, and you know, he's a big hit in the States. He's a big hit.
Now, some of your critics would say, you know, there's a race for mayor. We know you're a convicted rapist. This could hurt his campaign. How would you respond to that?
Hey, I don't know who said that. You're the only one I heard say that. You know what I mean? And I don't have no comment to that. You know, because it's negative, and you're being negative. And I met the mayor,
right,
and nothing they can do about it.
We actually had a really good time. We talked about George Trevallo, who's a legend in your city, great man with whom Mike spent quite a bit of time yesterday talking about his life, highs and lows.
It's so interesting because you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit.
Hey,
with that comment.
Come on.
No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit.
You know, we're doing live TV.
Man, I don't care. What are you gonna do about it?
All right, you got a show that you're doing tonight.
We are.
You know, a lot of people.
We are. Where it comes raw, and it's the real truth.
Yeah, a lot of people
are
going to be there to see your show. Just tell us a bit about it.
You know, it speaks for itself. Everyone saw the show.
All right. It's a Broadway production. It went to Vegas. It went to actually 28 cities in the United States. And we're really, really proud to bring it here. And we're actually going to Monaco on October 9th. We're going to be in Monte Carlo.
Right. Is it nerve-wracking for you to do something like this, or is it more nervous for you to box? How does it compare?
I don't know. It's more nerve-wracking for me to hear us talking to a rat piece of shit like you.
Come on, Mike.
No, because you're a piece of shit.
All right.
You really have to
we're gonna wrap up this interview. Thank you for coming.
The interview started like any normal interview with Mike Tyson talking about how he came to Toronto to meet the mayor because he was supporting him.
All right, welcome back. Many of you probably know that Mike Tyson, the former heavyweight champion, is in town, and he met up with Mayor Rob Ford. Well, he joins us right now with his promoter, Alex. Thanks for joining us, both of you. I'll start with yourself. Many are wondering, how did that happen, this meeting with the mayor?
I have no idea.
It's my fault again. No, at the end of the day, he is the mayor of the city. Mike Tyson is here to promote the first ever performance in Canada. And when I had Sugar Ray Leonard come to Montreal to launch the book, we went to the mayor's office. We're here, it's an habit. We go see the mayor.
And this is the first time.
He also talked about his one-man Broadway show. Mike's promoter was there with him because of this new project. But this calm and peaceful conversation was about to take the most unexpected turn.
Toronto, where the mayor is bigger than the whole city. You know, he's the biggest celebrity than anybody in the city. Everybody wants to see the mayor, and he's a really dynamic character.
Right. So he read up on him? You sort of would follow?
No, I didn't read up on him. I watched him on television.
Right.
You know what I mean? In the States, and you know, he's a big hit in the States. He's a big hit.
Now, some of your critics would say, you know, there's a race for mayor. We know you're a convicted rapist. This could hurt his campaign. How would you respond?
Things began to change when the interview asked a deeply personal and uncomfortable question about Tyson's past.
I don't know who said that. You're the only one I heard say that. You know what I mean? And I don't have no comment to that, you know, because it's negative, and you're being negative. And I met the mayor,
right,
and nothing they can do about it.
We actually had a really good time. We talked about George Cervallo, who was a legend in your city, great man with whom Mike spent quite a bit of time yesterday talking about his life, highs and lows.
So interesting.
The question? Some of your critics say you're a convicted rapist, and this could hurt the mayor's campaign. It was a hit below the belt, something Tyson had faced before. His response? He wasn't having it.
You come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit.
Hey,
with that comment.
Come on.
No, that was a piece of you. That was a piece of shit.
You know, we're doing live TV.
Hey, I don't care. What are you gonna do about it?
All right.
Tyson didn't hold back. He quickly called out the interviewer's disrespect. I don't know who said that, but I don't have any comment on that. You're being negative, he shot back. But the interviewer kept going. Tyson, being the kind of man he was, didn't let that comment go away. With his usual dirty tone, he spoke to the interviewer, who happened to be, "You're a piece of shit." At this point, it was clear that Tyson was mad at this clear disrespect. Bringing up something that scarred Mike Tyson on live television wasn't just a mistake. It was being disrespectful.
You got a show that you're doing tonight.
We are.
You know, a lot of people.
We are. Where it comes raw and it's the real truth.
Yeah, a lot of people
are
going to be there to see your show. Just tell us a bit about it.
You know, it speaks for itself. Everyone saw the show.
All right. It's a Broadway production. It went to Vegas. It went to actually 28 cities in the United States. And we're really, really proud to bring it here. And we're actually going to Monaco on October 9th. We're going to be in Monte Carlo.
Right. Is it nerve-wracking for you to do something like this, or is it more nervous for you to box? How does it compare?
I don't know. It's more nerve-wracking for me to hear us talking to a rat piece of shit like you.
Come on, Mike.
No, because you're a piece of shit.
All right.
You really didn't have to.
We're gonna wrap up this interview. Thank you for coming.
Tyson didn't just leave it at that. He made sure everyone knew how he felt about being disrespected. This wasn't just about him. It was about anyone, especially black people, who have faced intrusive or degrading questions from the media. What made this moment stand out was how raw Tyson's response was. He wasn't going to give the usual polished, scripted answer. He was done letting people dig into his past for their own drama.
I'm not saying them about you. The internet said these things.
Would you? I think this guy right here would assault French Montana.
Here's the situation. 50 Cent was making the rounds for his upcoming show, For Life, a new legal drama he's helping produce for ABC. At first, everything was going smoothly. He was talking to Complex about his work with Eminem and some of his business moves.
At all, do you care to see your musical records get broken?
They have to get broken. At some point, there's going to be something that comes that, like, I broke up everybody else's records. You see what I'm saying?
Right, but you don't want to get the record and then hold on to it and be at the top?
It doesn't mean anything today. Like, and our culture is connected to youth culture. Mm-hmm. Whether you call it a hip hop or cool culture in general, because it's youth driven, they have a low attention span. And when you see something that connects like that, then it goes, oh, maybe he can hold on to that. That's going to be what the real experience and the journey is going to be about. It's how he maneuvers. Drake did a really good job, like holding on to the momentum of things. And it's because he diversified and he got next to the right things and did the right.
But things took a turn when the interviewer decided to ask about French Montana.
For sure. 50, I guess I'll get you out on this. It seems as though it all started with playful banter. It still seems that way to me, but what's up with French? Are you guys cool? Are you not cool?
I don't really have interest in it. Like, there's not much going on.
There was rumors that you snuffed him in a club in Miami or something. Is there any truth to any of that?
No, there's no truth to that.
Okay.
Would I do a thing like that?
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past you.
And the reason he asked is so...
This is this bitch all the time.
I got
I
real
don't want
quick.
somebody getting hurt. Why did you do that?
50 Cent punches French Montana. It wasn't a big deal at first, just a simple question. Are you and French Montana cool? But 50's response was blunt. He said, I'm not cool with him. I don't really care about that. But then, things got tense when the interviewer pressed more. He asked about a rumor, one that said 50 slapped French out at a club. 50 wasn't having it. He said, no, okay. Why would I do that?
Would you think Will Smith would do that?
I
I can't believe you would say these things about me.
I'm not saying them about you. The internet said these things
Would
about
you? I think this guy right here would assault French Montana.
But 50 would not assault French Montana.
Not me, no. You kidding me?
Okay, word.
Why would I do a thing like that?
Fib, I appreciate
brother.
you.
Do not allow my inner peace to destroy.
The interviewer then said the most stupid thing that anybody would say. He said, I wouldn't put it past you at this point. That's when 50 Cent got mad. Now, although 50 Cent looked and remained cool, you could see his mood change. His face tightened, and he made it clear that he wasn't going to keep going along with this. 50 stood up, took off his mic, and snapped. Why would you think that way? You think Will Smith would do that? He was clearly upset, shaking his head like he couldn't believe the question was even asked. Then he said, I wouldn't believe you would say this about me. For 50, this wasn't just about defending himself. He was protecting his name. The interviewer had said some nasty thing and was about to paint it to the public as true. And 50 wasn't watching it happen. The interviewer tried to shift the conversation, but it was too late. 50 made it clear he wasn't going to continue. He said, it's more nerve-wracking talking to someone like you. That was it. 50 was done, and the interview ended right then and there.
You received a diamond from Charles.
I didn't receive a diamond, and I'm not going to speak about that. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Let's move to another, Naomi Campbell. Sometimes celebrities find out that the media is out to get you and to bring you down. With how the subject switches instantly in an interview to something sensitive, you can tell that these people are after you. Take Naomi Campbell's situation.
The Special Court for Sierra Leone is sitting in an open session in the case of the prosecutor versus Charles Ganke Taylor. Justice Richard Lassick presided.
During an interview, Naomi was asked about a diamond that was rumored to be given to her from Charles Taylor, a former Liberian leader facing trial for war crimes.
You received a diamond from Charles.
I didn't receive a diamond, and I'm not going to speak about that. Thank you very much. And I'm not here for that.
Walks into your room the wedding night, and you gave yourself to him. You gave your virginity to him.
Was he singing? Did he sing to you? Or?
No.
Hey, baby, I'm here.
He's a cool guy.
But he was so old. He was so much older than you.
He was 50, but he was great looking.
Really?
Yeah.
You're into older guys.
I was then.
Yeah. You're into that whole thing. That's like you looking for your father. You ever
So
think?
they say. Yeah,
Who
there's
knows?
worse things to look for, right?
Right.
The claims stem from a story told by actress Mia Farrow, who said she overheard that Naomi got the diamond in 1997 when they were both at Nelson Mandela's dinner event in South Africa.
For war crimes, prosecutors from the UN-backed Special Court for Sierra Leone accuse him of trying to control the country's diamond mines. Actress Mia Farrow told prosecutors that she had overheard that Campbell had received the diamond in 1997 when they were both guests of Nelson Mandela.
When asked about it, Naomi quietly said, I had dinner with Nelson Mandela, not Charles Taylor. Thank you, she said, refusing to speak about it any further.
Have dinner, though, with Charles Taylor?
I had dinner with Nelson Mandela. Thank you very much.
And did his men bring you a diamond? A diamond in the rough, sort of a large diamond?
But the interviewer didn't stop there. She decided to go into more detail, asking her if the men brought the ring to her according to the rumors. Naomi, being who she was, didn't think another second. She shut the interviewer down. We're not answering these questions. Thank you so much.
No, we're not answering these questions.
Well, we've been told that you didn't help the prosecution sort of in this very important case.
Sorry. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
But the interviewer persisted, suggesting she hadn't helped the prosecution. Naomi ended it right there. She got up, knocked over a camera on her way out, and left the room.
Campbell was called to The Hague to answer questions about an evening in South Africa 13 years ago. Campbell's former agent Carol White and actress Mia Farrow have said Campbell was given an uncut diamond by Charles Taylor after a dinner party hosted by Nelson Mandela. At court, Campbell recounted her version of what happened.
When I was sleeping, I had a knock at my door, and I opened my door, and two men were there and gave me a pouch and said, "A gift for you."
The prosecutor asked Campbell if she knew who the gift was from.
No, I was there the next morning at breakfast. I told Miss Farrow and Miss White what had happened, and one of the two said, "Well, that's obviously Charles Taylor."
Now, this wasn't just about an awkward interview. Naomi knew clearly what it meant to be linked to a man like Charles Taylor. The worst part of it being that he is under a charge of exploiting the nation's diamond also. It is a big disrespect linking and who did such horrible things to her. That is how you deal with crazy interviewers. So which response do you like best? Let us know in the comment section. And if you like this video, then you won't want to miss our next video on disrespectful interviews. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button.